the real cause of inflation?
The real cause of inflation.
The Federal Reserve prints a bunch of this,
Probably the rich getting richer.
which makes the value of money go down.
It started with COVID, to be honest.
Well, if the Federal Reserve prints too much money, more than they're supposed to, then inflation starts.
No clue. My bad.
The value of money in inflation is it just goes down because there's so much of it, it's not worth as much.
What's the real cause of inflation?
Joe Biden.
What's the real cause of inflation?
The real cause of inflation.
The Federal Reserve prints a bunch of this,
Probably the rich getting richer.
which makes the value of money go down.
It started with COVID, to be honest.
Well, if the Federal Reserve prints too much money, more than they're supposed to, then inflation starts.
No clue. My bad.
The value of money in inflation is it just goes down because there's so much of it, it's not worth as much.
What's the real cause of inflation?
Joe Biden.
Tuttle Twins because it's got music, and I like the animation, and I like the characters to it. I like how it teaches you in a fun way, like it teaches you about your properties and laws, but in a fun way. And I like how they go on adventures and stuff. And I also like my favorite character is probably Derek because he's so funny, and I like it that it's funny. And so that's why I like Tuttle Twins.
Tuttle Twins is really teaching what is truth and what is error and what is right and what is wrong. And they show it in a fun way. It makes us laugh. It just makes it fun to watch instead of, even though they're serious topics, they take it and make it enjoyable.
Well, when two people disagree with each other, you should probably say, okay, and then say your opinion, or you could be like, oh, that's a good opinion. What I would say is, well, I disagree with you, but we can still be friends.
What rights do we have as humans? Like, do we have the right to medical care, housing, education?
Yeah. Of course. I mean, we have the right to live happily. The right to live happily means having, Medicare, healthcare, whatever you want, housing, shelter. Those are like the bare minimums of living a somewhat good life. So
the rights we have are life, liberty, and property.
Yes. They should.
Yeah, we definitely have a right for that as the people, but we are not understanding that and allowing other people to control it.
I do not think humans have the right to free medical care, housing, or food, but we do have the right to life, liberty, and property.
Absolutely, I think so. Especially with how much we pay with taxes, I would think that, naturally it would come that, those basic human rights would be taken care of,
Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, but I believe most importantly, the right to consequence.
As a father, a lot of the lessons that are taught there, the way they're taught, is something I can't do all the time, and or don't have the time to plan out. And so it makes it a short, sweet, beautiful way of teaching so that everyone understands, from our littlest to our oldest, and that's what makes it a beautiful thing.
We love watching the Tuttle Twins as a family because it's been kind of awesome how timely each episode has come out. It's the only show that we can sit down as a whole family and we all laugh, we all enjoy it. I don't even take my kids to kid movies now because seeing that some of the content that is coming out now for kids is not ideal. It does not uphold my family's values. It doesn't teach my kids good things. I don't want to pay $50+ for my family to go to a movie and have to walk out. I'm happy to put that money someplace else, like into Angel Studios and into the Tuttle Twins, and to content that will actually not be shut off and keep them engaged.
We love the Tuttle Twins in our house. We quote it all the time. We watched all the episodes several times. We bought the books. My kids, we have read each of the books like 8 times. A few months ago, I was reading from Little House on the Prairie to my kids. It talked about how Pa worked all day really hard for 50 cents. And I told the kids, wow, what would 50 cents buy today? I won't even buy a candy bar, right? And my 8-year-old son was like, yeah, Mom, that's because of inflation. And I was expected to have to explain this concept to them, and they already knew it from the Tuttle Twins, so it's fantastic. We love it. We're excited for the season and for all the future episodes.
What's the real cause of inflation?
The real cause of inflation.
The Federal Reserve prints a bunch of this,
Probably the rich getting richer.
which makes the value of money go down.
It started with COVID, to be honest.
Well, if the Federal Reserve prints too much money, more than they're supposed to, then inflation starts.
No clue. My bad.
The value of money in inflation is it just goes down because there's so much of it, it's not worth as much.
What's the real cause of inflation?
Joe Biden.
Cause of inflation.
The real cause of inflation.
The Federal Reserve prints a bunch of this,
Probably the rich getting richer.
which makes the value of money go down.
It started with COVID, to be honest.
Well, if the Federal Reserve prints too much money, more than they're supposed to, then inflation starts.
No clue. My bad.
The value of money in inflation is it just goes down because there's so much of it, it's not worth as much.
What's the real cause of inflation?
Joe Biden.
Tuttle Twins because it's got music, and I like the animation, and I like the characters to it. I like how it teaches you in a fun way, like it teaches you about your properties and laws, but in a fun way. And I like how they go on adventures and stuff. And I also like my favorite character is probably Derek because he's so funny.
Welcome everyone to the premiere of Season 2, Episode 4.
Think aside the blocks.
No, Johnny, it says think outside the flocks.
No, it clearly says think aside the blocks. Me and all the glasses-wearing team members would agree that your team is wrong.
There's no teams. We're all on the same team.
Well, that's exactly what a non-glasses team member would say. So, yeah.
Okay, what's tonight's episode about?
Tribalism.
That's right, the dangers of tribalism. And
Yep.
what does that mean?
It means think for yourself and don't just go along with what your team says, even if it's hard.
That's right. Also,
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, put your glasses on.
Oh, that's what it has to do with. I understand.
Okay.
It is think outside the flocks.
It is.
And hey, nice shirt, man.
Oh, thank you. Actually, we just launched this the other day on TuttleTwins.store. Brand new Derek shirt, perfect for summer.
It's the shirt of the summer.
That's right. Go and get yours now at TuttleTwins.store. I'm loving it. My kids are going to be very jealous when I get home with this. Okay.
We're also super excited to be sharing this episode with you, with features Jarrett Lamaster from the Babylon Bee. He voices George Washington, he'll be joining us live after the episode.
Yeah, stick around for that interview. It'll be a lot of fun. And in Season 1, as you recall, we released graphic novels with each episode. And we've heard from tons of you that you love the graphic novels as a screen-free way to learn the lessons taught in the episodes.
But because of our timelines, it sometimes would take a few months before you even heard about a new book, or even longer before it arrived on your doorstep.
So what if there was a way for you to order all the Season 2 graphic novels now, and they'd arrive on your doorstep as fast as we can make them?
So after 6 months of working tirelessly behind the scenes, we're finally ready to release the Season 2 graphic novel pass.
Go to angel.com/TuttlePass, and we have 3 amazing options for you.
Option 1, the digital pass. If you sign up for this pass, you will get 12 awesome graphic novel ebooks, perfect for your Kindle or iPad. My kid loved it. I tested it out the other night. You get 12 read-along audiobooks, as well as other digital perks like early access and cool animation frames. These will be delivered every quarter or as soon as we can make them.
That includes the early access of watching the episode the Friday before Tuttle Twins
That's
Day,
right.
That's pretty cool. Okay, now option 2, the Season 2 physical pass. If you sign up for this pass, in addition to everything in the digital pass that Johnny just explained, you'll also get 12 awesome hardback graphic novels. Yeah, hardback. These are sweet.
Yeah.
And 4 jumbo episode-specific sticker packs, the Season 2 DVD, adventure pages, a Derek plushie, and more.
And option 3 for the Tuttle superfans out there, the Super Fan Pass. In addition to everything in the physical pass, you will get a Dark Dumpster Derek plushie, a custom Tuttle Twins caricature of yourself, a Tuttle Twins hat, Tuttle Twins bumper stickers to offend your communist neighbors, and a shout-out video from a Tuttle Twins cast member, and many more perks.
That's right. So the first 3 books have been completed already, and they're on their way to being printed. So we'll ship them to you as soon as we have them. And while you're waiting for the physical versions, we'll send you the digital downloads and brand new audiobook tracks so you can be enjoying those.
So go to angel.com/TuttlePass or just scan on screen that QR code to get yours now.
That's right. All 3 options are great. Really hope you enjoy them.
Yeah.
Okay. On top of everything you're getting, your purchase also helps fund future episodes and spreads the message of freedom to kids all around the world.
So stick around after the episode, where we'll have fans like you do a graphic novel read-along in their best character voices. And then at the end, we'll show you a sneak peek of episode 5, which will air early on Friday, June 30th, just a little bit before July 4th.
That's right. We don't want to have it land on the Tuesday of July 4th. You're going to want to be with your families at that point. Okay. As always, keep your eye out for the golden gummy in this episode. If you find it, you can scan the QR code on the screen or visit angel.com/goldengummy to submit your answer for a chance to win a free graphic novel of your choice.
And don't forget to download this episode's adventure page. The link and QR code are right on screen as well.
That's right. And now, without further ado, enjoy the episode.
Think outside the flocks.
Our galaxy is imploding!
How can the free market save us this time? Eric, we'll never make it with your extra weight. You'll need to sacrifice yourself. But those were on sale. Fine. It's working! We're far enough away now. Release the antimatter bomb. Let's destroy this black hole.
Grandma, did we make it?
No, mijo. We're in heaven.
Tuttles!
Okay, obviously not.
Tuttle D and Tuttle Dom are late again. I don't know what adventures you've been up to, but they're so not worth losing our softball game to the Roundabout Kids Club.
But Corinne, we just saved the universe.
Maybe that would be a good reason if I thought the universe was more important than beating the Roundabout Kids Club.
Do you know what the universe is?
Who cares? The cul-de-sac kids have lost to the Roundabouts 30 years in a row. Even our parents couldn't beat these guys.
Wow, we look exactly like our parents.
We get it, Ethan. Your dad was super cute back then.
No, that's not.
But now it's time to play ball. Let's go, quickly.
Well, look who it is.
Are those kids copying us?
Are they even kids? Ready to lose? Team called us slack.
Good one, Liesel.
That's not nice. How would you like it if we called your team
Team naturally talented.
If you don't have something mean to say, don't say anything at all. Your team rounded pout, because you'll be pouting after you lose.
Oh.
Those are big words coming from the worst player on your team.
That's not true. Copernicus is.
Yeah!
Strike two! Play ball. Out.
Hey, Ethan, you play ball like my dad. Because he never makes it home either.
I got it!
I got it.
What are you waiting for? Throw it!
Yeah! Strike three.
I would also think that's a strike if I needed glasses!
But...
You should know, my dad is a lawyer. Or like a loan shark or something. Either way, he could mess you up.
But the umpire has to follow the rules. That was a metal bat! Strike. Ball. Out. I mean, in?
This is so frustrating!
Take your base. Take all the bases! Free home run!
You gotta be kidding me!
This is the furthest I've ever run! This'll make for the most amazing comeback story.
If we lose, I'll just delete it. Safe. Fair ball. Safe. Come on. Your team is cheating by bullying the umpire. Why don't you say anything? Out. What was I thinking? Safe! Come on! We're tied now. We could win!
And winners get to feel better than everyone else. You're doing great, champ. Keep it up. Or else.
Come on, if I wanted a timeout, I would have stayed home and talked back to my father.
Grandma, I don't know what to do.
Ah! Sorry, baseball is just so boring.
But this is softball.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Anyway, it seems like now the umpire is favoring our team. Probably because Corinne is so intense. Should I admit the umpire made the wrong call?
No. My documentary is on the line. Besides, we should win because the other team has been a bunch of meanies for 30 years. And we're the good guys, remember?
Of course you think you're the good guys. The other team thinks they're the good guys too.
We have to win. We're the good guys, remember?
It happens all the time. It's not that harmful when it comes to sports, but it's really dangerous in the real world.
Sports are the real world! At least until I graduate high school.
Statistically, Bruce won't graduate high school.
You know what? I just remembered. I need to go someplace that isn't a softball game. Now hold on!
Touchdown!
Welcome back. What did you think of the episode?
Did you love it? Did you hate it?
Let us know in the comments. It's going to help get this out to more people.
Do you find that you have tribalism in your heart?
Have you ever seen anybody that struggles with tribalism? I'm not saying it's yourself.
Not you. Of course it's not. Have you ever wanted to own some communisms? Own some communists?
Yeah, the political party thing can be really confusing sometimes, and so it's a really good idea to make sure we're focusing in on the principles and the truth rather than, what's our team going along with? So anyway, we got some good stuff coming up for you.
Woo! Okay, so right after this, we are going to have a live Q&A with Jarrett from the Babylon Bee, who voiced our first president of the United States, George Washington, painting of the first president, I should say.
That's right.
After that, we're going to hop right into a read-along where we read with real Tuttle Twins kids, fans just like you. We're going to read through a graphic novel, going to have a good time. They're going to voice some of the characters better than we do.
That's right. Johnny and I will just provide sound effects.
That's
It'll
right.
be fine. Yep. And then we'll also announce our gummy bear winner, the golden gummy. So that's coming up.
Top 5?
Yep, top 5 here in a little bit.
And then we'll end with a sneak peek of episode 5, a T-Rex and Tangled Ideas.
Yeah, so you'll want to stick around for that for sure. Okay. Let's go ahead and get Jarrett on the line here and ask him a few questions. Hey, Jarrett. Good to see you, man.
Hey. Hey, what's going on, you guys?
How are you?
So good. Can you guys hear me pretty well?
Yeah,
Is everything okay?
You're coming through loud and clear for us. Yeah, thanks for taking the time to join us.
That makes me awesome. I'm so glad to be here. It's such an honor to be here. I can't believe I get to be part of the Tuttle Twins, the coolest show on TV. Come on.
Awesome. Well, thank you. So, who's your favorite Tuttle Twins character besides George Washington, of course?
Oh, I was gonna say Derek. Actually, I think is my favorite character. I love Derek, but I love them all. Actually, my kids love the Tuttle Twins. They're massive fans. We've been watching all of them. They watch the series, so we get to see these episodes a lot. And they understand things that I don't understand already.
How do you feel knowing that your voice is going to be played over and over and over in your home?
Yeah, I guess if it's, I guess it's better than someone else's voice being played in my house.
That's true.
I don't know.
And you already sit your kids down and have them watch your Babylon Bee sketches
Yeah.
anyways. So.
On repeat.
On repeat.
Only
so.
some of them. Only some of them. We don't let our kids watch all of them. So, sometimes they're a little bit too adulty.
Yeah, they're not all intended for children. Let's be honest. Okay,
Guys, we're going to ask Jarrett some questions, but if you have any questions, pop them in the chat. What do you want to ask Jarrett? What secrets can he tell us from, the Babylon Bee? Trade secrets, any of those things.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Gossip, Elon's favorite food, things like that.
Yeah, we'll get to those questions there at the end if you get those in right now. But Jared, another question: favorite episode for you aside from this one?
Oh goodness, let's see. I love this episode a lot. Let's see. But I really enjoyed. I actually enjoyed the last episode about Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
So I know that's the most recent one, but that was really profound. I watched it twice myself, just so that I would understand what Bitcoin was. Like, is this? I'm admitting that I was a bit ignorant to the whole thing, and now I understand it better. So it's pretty amazing. I love that episode, and they're all great though. Every last one of them.
Oh,
you guys are great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, and thanks for being a part of it, man. Yeah, that one, I don't know if you guys know, but that Bitcoin episode has been our most viral episode to date.
I think easily.
Several tens
millions
of views
across,
all over.
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and the like. And it's people are kind of saying the same thing. We're like, I finally understand this. And kids are understanding it, which is great. And it's some really good conversations happening in the home. So that's exciting because when we finished it, we were like, I don't know.
Our
if
kids can understand.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite comments was from a mom who said, "My kid is now asking to be paid in Bitcoin. I don't have Bitcoin." And so parents, we're sorry in advance, but if this can help your kids save some hard money for the future, thank us later.
Okay, so Jarrett, give us a little background on you. How did you get into acting?
Yeah, so I've always been an actor since I was a kid. I started in church plays when I was young. I played in a musical in church called Fat Fat Jehoshaphat. It was
an amazing title.
About King Jehoshaphat. And he was also fat. So that was the premise of the show. It was an amazing. And I played the messenger, and my line was, Jehoshaphat, Jehoshaphat. The Meunites are coming from beyond the sea. And that was it. That was my line. And that was my first acting gig. And then from there, let's see. I was in a lot of musicals. I did musical theater. I did acting in college, musical theater after that, and also TV and film right as soon as I graduated. And then, kind of took a hiatus, did a lot of voiceovers. And now I get to be on camera again. I got to be on quite a few things with Chuck and Carrie, the guys from Believe Entertainment, and so a lot of fun stuff. But I'm just blessed that I get to do it. I can't believe it's such an honor for me to get to do this stuff. It's the most fun I can have, and so I'm just blessed, man. It's been a long journey, but it's been really cool and really meaningful. So. Yeah,
very cool.
Love it. Very cool.
Yeah, so it's really cool that you kind of have known that from the time you were a kid and then ended up doing that because that's so rare. I feel like people jump careers a lot. It's very common to go through life trying to figure that kind of stuff out, and for you to just kind of know it from the get-go, that's really cool. And it shows also that you have that kind of practice in your ability because you have so much talent, so much range of performance ability, and that's obviously why we wanted you for the part of George Washington. So anyway, it's really cool to see that.
Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's been really fun.
and
George
kids,
Washington, man. That's great.
Look at him, kids. You too can find your own Fat Jehoshaphat play, and one day you'll be playing George Washington, the pinnacle of Jarrett's career so far. I'm just kidding.
It's so true. I get to play. Let's see. I've played Jesus. I've played the devil. In fact, we just.
Oh yeah, so the full spectrum.
You played the full spectrum. That's great.
I played the Antichrist. I played like a lot of things, and it's like, It's really different characters, but it's a lot of fun. I don't know. I like accents. I like to do all that stuff and try to do something that's not myself. It's a lot of fun. Super fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's great.
So let me ask, how did you end up over at the Babylon Bee?
You know, that's a weird question. I mean, it's not a weird question. It's just a weird story. I had been doing ministry at a church like close to here, to where I live, and I found out that the Babylon Bee was in town. Like they literally were 5 minutes away from me, and I actually prayed. I was like, God, please, I would love to work for the Babylon Bee. Please open up a door there. And I just kept begging, you know, and like, and God just opened up the door. Like they called me up one day because I had a friend of a friend. They needed a guy that looked like a murderer, and they were like, you look like a murderer, right? And I'm like, yeah. So I took out my hat. I'm like, yeah. I guess I kind of. I mean, I could probably murder some. I could do that. And so I went down. I didn't have any prep, and they just threw me on camera, and it was just so funny. The character that I was dressed like in like a wife beater and like a leather jacket, and so I just started doing this rush, and I started the rush, and I started to feel like it was. And they're like, please, can you keep the Russian accent? That would be great. So I did, and so I ended up being this Russian mobster murderer guy. And for like a Second Amendment thing. And so it was like, and so a couple months later they asked me to come back on, and then I started booking more and more, and then finally they hired me as a producer over there, and so I'm producing sketches now and playing a lot of different characters. So it's crazy, man. It's been so much fun. The guys over there are so great. The team is just incredible. We're having an awesome time, and yeah, it's a crazy life. You guys understand it, you know.
Yeah.
Being creative is always crazy. It's like we're constantly trying to stay ahead of the news cycle and trying to make fun of the right people without being mean, you know. Like how do we? I mean, are you supposed to be mean to? I don't know. Like it's so we kind of cross the line sometimes, but we try to keep it cool, you know. And I don't know. We have a great time.
It's such a unique time in history where, you know, these jobs, this show, the Babylon Bee, it would never have been possible without the fan base to support it, to find it and, like, you know, get it out there. So, like, thanks to all of our Tuttle Twins viewers today.
It's huge.
Like, you guys are the reason we have a show. And, yeah, I'm sure Babylon Bee subscribers, what a really cool time that we live in.
Yeah. A combination of the fans and the internet has made this all possible. So it's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, Angel's such a good example of that. And, you know, the Babylon Bee, obviously, there's this kind of a few years ago, it was the silent majority or whatever that didn't have a voice. And it was like, we started giving people a voice, and it was a funny voice. And it was like, oh, I agree with that. You know, like, that's funny. We can laugh together. And so it started to kind of give people the courage that they want. And I'm actually seeing more and more people kind of come out and be open about what they think. Like for a long time, even we're in LA, people were just silent. Like if you disagreed with what was going on, you had to keep your mouth shut. But people are starting to kind of wake up, starting to kind of speak up and be like, I don't like this. So it's very interesting times. You're right. And I think we're giving people a voice. I think Tuttle Twins is doing it. I think the Bee's doing it. And it's great. I think it's an awesome time. So to be on the forefront of some of this.
And comedy's a great way to teach, you know. And that's essentially what Tuttle Twins is doing. That's what the Babylon Bee is doing, is just sneaking little things in there with the humor. And
we tell them we're not sneaking like the other shows.
Sneaking hopefully the right things in there.
We're up front that we're putting them in there. Parents can read the label, right?
But you can get in all sorts of you could just talk about things in a way that that are kind of taboo, that normally like, oh, you can't say that when you're joking around about it, right? And that's a lot of what the Babylon Bee does and Tuttle Twins does as well. So anyway.
Well, what do we have some questions from from the
cool.
From the Tuttle fans? What questions we got?
Stand by. If not, I will come up with my own question. What did we get here? We got through our major ones.
Well, I wanted to ask, because you did play George Washington, have you ever told a lie?
Yes. Yes, I have. Let's see. I've told lies. I hated people. Yeah. Let's see. I'm a fallen, broken person in need of a savior, and
All right.
that's
we can't all be
that's who
method
I am.
actors. We can't all be, method. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you for being honest.
I'm nothing like George Washington. Yeah.
Well, let's go to this comment here by Jay.
Joy.
Jared, what? Oh, Joy. Sorry, got to get my glasses on, Johnny. What's the best experience that you've had with the Babylon Bee?
Oh boy, that's a good question. To say that one thing is better than another, I don't know. I feel like it just keeps getting cooler. Like I've gotten to meet such amazing people, including Daniel Harmon. He was on. It was amazing. There's Connor Boyack. We got to hang out with you.
Just get to the real stuff. Stop the flattery.
It's true though. Like I just getting to meet people that are kindred spirits, getting to kind of be part of the greater conversation with some of the people that are actually having the conversation. And so I think that's been amazing. For me, there's been, I think being able to create these sketches, being in the writer's room, when we're creating these sketches, when we're writing the jokes, all the time is just, it's so life-giving to just sit around and have a great time, and somebody to find that piece of hypocrisy or whatever that's just hanging in the air that we all point at and go, that's the joke, and everyone gets it. It's like, yes, that's the one. Somebody will craft it into the perfect joke, it's awesome.
And I'm sure you get this a lot, but it is becoming harder and harder just to tell which headlines are the Bee and which are not, And so your job is you're having to compete, which is another principle, that we believe in. Competition makes everyone better.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
People ask, how's Elon? Do you know?
Oh,
we're worried about him.
Yeah. Keep praying for him. He's an interesting dude. Okay, well, I actually wasn't on that interview, the most recent one. Yeah. But it was just a really small crew that went up there. But during that interview, we did give him an IOU for $44 billion. And he took it and he said, "I will treasure this."
Yeah, because he got you guys out of Twitter prison, right? Uh-huh.
He legitimately he paid our ransom. Yes, I like that. That's good language. But yeah, but he legitimately said in this interview that he bought Twitter for us. So,
it's a grand gesture.
Totally not true. Yeah,
that's amazing.
So to him, we were worth $44 billion.
There you go. You're like, you could have just bought
us.
He
should have bought
the company. It would have been cheaper.
That's right. He should have just bought you.
That's right.
All right, we got the Caddis Republic. How did you find out about Tuttle Twins?
Mm-hmm.
How did I find out about? So I had heard about Tuttle Twins a lot, even before I was working at the Bee. I'd seen the books around, and then I went to Freedom Fest last year, and saw Daniel, and we interviewed Daniel and Connor. And you guys you had a booth, and you were kind of like trying to advertise for the upcoming cartoon. So I had heard about it there, and then that's kind of where I mean, it was just kind of in the ether, and then all of a sudden I started reading it. My kids got a couple. We're like, dang, these are good, I didn't know inflation was a monster. That's
it's transient.
So we kind of it was kind of over time, and then my kids started watching the show, literally fell in love with it. I mean, on a level like Phineas and Ferb, like we were saying, like they love it that much, like they love it that much, and my kids have great taste. They're smart guys, homeschool kids, they're homeschool kids. So
good.
Super encouraging.
Super encouraging.
That's great.
Oh yeah, I'm a massive fan. It's so cool.
All right, let's take a couple more.
Yeah. Any other questions from
personal questions? Oh. Jared, when is the next Californians move to Texas episode of Babylon Bee?
Yes. So if you're unfamiliar, we had a 6-episode web series called Californians Moved to Texas last year that went viral, and it was a lot of fun. And we got to shoot in Texas in a Buc-ee's. Like, it was great. I produced it. I had a small character in it. I didn't have a large character, but I had a small character.
Mm-hmm.
I did, but it was more. It was focused on Chandler and Siaka. And who we shot with them today. So I had Chandler and Siaka together for the first time since Californians Moved to Texas in a shoot today. And it was awesome. The chemistry is so good. So to answer that question, sorry, that we are looking for a way, we're trying to find a creative way to, take Timpani and Steve to a different, to cause like more probably domestic problems, things like that. Because if we keep doing the tropes that we've been doing in terms of like, okay, here's a Texas thing, and here's how the liberal Californians deal with it, the culture clashes, that's kind of why it was funny. And so to try to move beyond that, we'd have to go to like a rodeo or like a high school football game. And now we're getting into like big budgets, which I don't know if you know this, even though we're worth $44 billion, we don't have big budgets. So we are trying to find a creative way around that. We have a meeting about it next Wednesday. So hopefully we'll be able to solve that problem and get Timpani and Steve back out there. And I think it should be good. And Kevin the cowboy. Yeah, that'd be great. And hopefully Clay as well, my character. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, cool. One last question.
Yeah, this will be the last one here. What is your favorite Tuttle Twins episode? Oh, we kind of already went over that, right?
One.
You said you liked the Bitcoin
we
episode. Maybe second to favorite.
Second to favorite.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Which one was really funny? I was laughing out loud. It was, I think, episode 2 or 3 in the first season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think which one that was.
It was the one about the kids at camp, or was it the one on free trade and Adam Smith?
I think it was Kids at Camp. I loved that one.
Yeah,
is that the one with
Johnny
ants?
directed that one. Yeah, and
the worm
has
farm?
the worms. The war of
the
worms.
worm farm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes, I love the worm farm. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that was so funny. The characters were so good, and I loved it. I loved how noble those worms were. So the nobility.
It was the first mention of George Washington. It was George Wormington in our
tying
show.
back into his George Washington roots.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Awesome.
Yes, I loved that episode. It was awesome. So funny. Yeah, and anytime Corinne's on, I'm in, man. I think
that's me too. Yeah. Corinne, I'm a big fan of that villain.
Yeah, she's so great.
She's the best.
Yeah.
Well,
she's totally the best.
I'm not going to spoil it for our fans, but I was told that you have a reoccurring part for Tuttle Twins, which we're excited to announce when it comes up.
That's
so
right.
This will not be the last you will see of Jarrett from the Babylon.
Or at least here.
Or here. Yeah,
or maybe both.
Or maybe both. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us, Jarrett. A lot of fun. Keep doing what you're doing over there at the Babylon Bee. And appreciate your time.
Thank you guys for having me. It's such an honor to be here, and you guys are awesome. Keep it up, and I can't believe we get to work together.
It's awesome. Okay. Thanks, Jarrett.
Take care, man.
We'll see you.
See you guys.
All right.
What a cool dude. What a cool
Super
guy.
cool dude.
Super
yeah.
cool.
I had lunch with him when we were out in California and we did the podcast. Just the greatest guy. Really, really genuine, awesome dude. Okay, on top of being a great voice actor. The gummy, we're doing the... No.
We're going to do... we are going to do the read-along.
Yeah, we're going to do the
So
read-along.
we're going to go. We had a blast with these kids. Here is the Tuttle Twins graphic novel read-along. Enjoy. Welcome, everyone, to the first annual Tuttle Twins read-along, where we read from a graphic novel, which you will receive when you sign up for the Tuttle Twins graphic novel Season 2 Pass.
It's first annual? We're only going to do this once a year?
Well, once so far.
That's right. What's so far this year? That's what it is.
That's right.
Okay, so Johnny and I are going to be reading the sound effects, and we've got some friends here with us that are going to be reading the voices of the characters. So we have Debbie,
who will be playing the role of Emily,
and we have Andrew,
who will be playing the best role of Ethan.
That's right. We have Dominic,
who will be playing the role of Flamingo.
We have Maria,
who will be playing the role of Derek.
That's right. And we have Lucia,
who will be playing the beloved role of Grandma Gabby.
That's right. So we're just going to dive right into this and read one of the graphic novels with you.
Wait, I have to get into character.
Okay.
Me. Sound effects. Okay, I'm good. Let's do it.
Oof. Emily!
I'm right here.
Oops.
Where are we?
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Very funny, Derek.
You can come out now.
Chirp, chirp.
Grandma?
Ding, 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 ding. Background music in a restaurant. Ding, ding.
Leaving them on an island without a way to get back or the necessities of life while we feast, Derek? You really shouldn't be so hard on them. Wait, did you send us the Flamingo Island we found? What? They have hot garlic?
What are we going to do? We have nothing.
Not nothing. We have the rights to life, liberty, and property, which we can't eat or drink or use for shelter. So yes, we have nothing. Oh, look, a flamingo.
Flash eating flamingos?
I always knew I would die by a flamingo. You just can't trust a creature with double-jointed knees. Ah!
Huh?
Got the music. Music.
A gothic shopping spree? Derek, I couldn't. I mustn't. I'm in. Oh, let me see. Who is that? El Chapo? That is hideous. Put El Chapo on my back? That is so ugly. Are you even licensed, Derek? Good thing I'm machine.
Oh, where are you going?
I choose to die from starvation, not killer flamingos.
I think I understand what Grandma was trying to teach us. The only rights we're entitled to, don't force others to work for you.
Huh?
We may not be entitled to food, water, or shelter from killer flamingos, but that doesn't mean we can't earn it.
Yeah, rights aren't the same as needs, but rights do give us the freedom to work for our needs.
Well, it's worth a shot. Let's work for our needs.
Yay!
Daniel, I think I'm officially out of a job.
Johnny's fired. Andrew's hired.
Andrew's hired. All right, Andrew, you come Monday first thing, and the rest of you guys, yeah, man. When we need an extra flamingo, we know who to call. That's right. Grandma Gabby. Yeah, this is great. Emily, Derek.
Really great work, guys. Thanks for reading along. That was a lot of fun.
And we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, just chime in the comments. Let us know if we should do a Tuttle Twins read along again.
We'll see ya. Awesome. Those kids were great.
They were great.
Again, let us know if you want to see more read-alongs. Write down in the comments.
And if you are interested in any one of these graphic novels in our graphic novel Tuttle Twins Season Pass, once again, go to angel.com/TuttlePass.
That's right.
And you can get the whole Season 2.
The digital pass, the physical pass, and there's the Superfan pass.
Superfan.
All available there, all of Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
We got people getting them as we speak, so we're really excited to get those out to you guys.
We actually had a parent tell us that their kid is learning how to read because of Tuttle Twins.
Yes.
So like they are watching the show, they know it by heart, and then they're reading these graphic novels and they're like learning new words like capitalism.
Yeah, because they're able to envision the episode in their head while they're sitting there reading it and connecting those dots of what they've heard with what they're reading. It's pretty cool.
Oh man, a lot of super fan passes. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah,
appreciate your support,
the super fan
man.
passes. I hope they're all requesting
Me for the no.
Yeah,
I know
and
they're not.
with
They're gonna ask for shouting.
the Superfan Pass, you can request whichever character you want. We'll hit you up on the email. Like if you want, hey, I want a birthday wish from Corinne. It is going to be the best roast ever. Corinne will roast your child. It'll be great.
Or specifically Natalie will.
Natalie will. That's right. Thanks, Jose. All right, guys. So now is the time we are going to announce the Golden Gummy winners. So if you found the Golden Gummy and you entered it, do we have the Golden Gummy URL? If you haven't found it, still enter it, and then you can get a little
There's a little perk.
There's a little perk for doing
A
it.
little perk of some kind.
So we're going to announce the 5 winners of the Golden Gummy competition today. All right, the first one is Brian Hobson.
Congrats, Brian.
Let us know what one. It could be a season 2 graphic novel too. It will just take just a sec.
Okay, we've got also Anthony. Is that Cotter?
Cotter.
Anthony Cotter. Congratulations.
We have the Perry kids.
Mm-hmm. And then Spangler family.
And
the whole family.
The Holmes family.
Yeah, congrats to all of you for finding the Golden Gummy, submitting, and having your name selected.
Angel.com/Golden Gummy. That's hard to remember, isn't it?
Yep. Okay. Now we're wrapping up.
We're wrapping up, Daniel.
This is wrapping up. So just a reminder, there are 2 Tuttle Twins episodes releasing this month.
That's right.
So obviously today, Tuttle Tuesday, and then we're not doing the Tuttle Tuesday of the 1st of July because that lands on the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want to just give you your time with your families there. Instead, it's on June 30th.
So it'll be the Friday before Tuttle Tuesday.
Tuttle
so
Friday.
Tuttle Friday, baby.
Tuttle Friday.
Freedom
June 30th.
Friday.
That'll be episode 5. at that
Episode
point.
5.
That's right. Okay.
Which brings us to our next point, a T-Rex and Tangled Ideas. Here's a sneak peek.
Derek, why do you always hit the dino button?
Only 20 more minutes and I get to report this party for a noise violation.
But Corinne, this is your birthday party.
Rules are rules!
I'll save you, Rapunzel. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be on TV. Huh? Wait, are my hands really that small? They're not even as big as my eyes.